Welcome back. Dibaland Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective, we're back again. We're doing player ratings. Going to do player ratings after the game. Kaizer Chiefs is Chippa. Njabulo, we're going to speak on Njabulo's best position and the current situation, his situation in Kaizer Chiefs. Going to speak a little bit on Kambole. And then we're going to touch a little bit on SUpersport. We are playing SUpersport on Sunday, so it's going to be a tough one. And those are opponents. That's what I think is the real test for Kaizer Chiefs. And the fact that, man, Kaizer Chiefs is from a very good win. We have the right to be happy, to be in a celebratory mood, to be excited. But we must not get too much ahead of ourselves. We know we played against Chippa, struggling team right now. And the fact that Kaizer Chiefs is also struggling. But, man, it's been a long time, man. Kaizer Chiefs winning 4-0, not conceding, a goal, keeping a clean sheet. It's a very rare case right now. So it's and the country is at peace. There's no one who's now trolling us. It looks like there's positive stuff. We must not get too much ahead of ourselves, of course. I agree with that. But yeah, let's do ratings and let's get into the topic. But before we do that, rest in peace to Lucky Maselesele, former Kaizer Chiefs player, murdered in Alexander, and the case around him, very disturbing stuff. First, there were stories that he was attacked by the community because he's stealing power cables to sustain his drug addiction. And only later on, when we realized also the story that this is not true, and the fact that he was attacked by just 2 people, if not 4 people, and the way they attacked him, the way they bludgeoned him, the way they were so brutal on him, you can see this is not a community attack. And even the family is not convinced about the story of power cables. I'm also not convinced, and apparently there are developments, police are assisting, and yeah, man, there's no community of 4 people. There's no such, and fetching dogs and unleashing dogs on him and stuff like that. A very painful one. I hope the family finds closure. I hope the family gets justice, and that's it. If you're new in the channel, let us have a conversation. Let us subscribe. I respond on comments. I respond a lot on comments. If I don't give it a like, a heart, I'll give it a response as well, just to continue the conversation. Let's get into business. Player ratings. I pay nice saves. I think it's solid saves, made solid saves, kept a clean sheet. Goalkeepers are judged on clean sheets, and the fact that he kept a clean sheet and is good, very loud on communication, I give him 7 out of 10. Blom, defensively very solid, going forward, and his passing game, and it's very good. It's very good in going forward and link up plays. It's very good. Also defensively, if you are a left winger, so his confidence as well. I'm very much satisfied with. A player that was last season put into the middle of the park, now back into right back, and is doing good. I give him 7 out of 10. Frosler, judging him according to his performance, that what we know of Frosler, he's been struggling with injuries, and also the fact that he's deployed in different positions: left wing back, left back and full back. And then on the right, wing back and full back. It's tough. There's been a lot of changes around him, but I think he did a decent job defensively, and though he was not attacking, was not going forward, did a decent job defensively, and Chippa was targeting his side, but he managed. I give him 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I think later on was substituted for Mabilis. Austin Dube did well against Amazon, and the game against Chippa as well, decent, good positioning. I like his positioning. I think every time a ball is crossed into the box, he's most likely to get it and clear it out, and also he can win the ball. That's what I like, and also can press. If Frosler is not there, the right back can go into the left back. He can drift outside and press and make sure that at least the ball becomes a throw-in. And I think we have something. We've been fighting about this pairing of Mato and Cardoso. In Austin Dube, I think we have something, and needs to game time, needs to grow into it. I'm giving him 7 out of 10. Mato 7 out of 10 as well. decent in the center back, good in communication. Whenever Bloom goes forward, is able to drift outside and make sure that it presses the ball, it goes out of the pitch, and we're able to recover. I think it's good in communication. Also, he won a lot of duels. He won a lot of balls that were crossed into our box, cleared them. Tower, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 Tower. And then Njabulo Ngcobo, that's where the topic is very interesting. That's where people are speaking and a lot of opinions. I read, I think I listened to an audio, Teko Modise advising on it, or airing his view on it. Junior Kanye airing his view on it. A lot of people speaking on it, that it needs to be played in his natural position, in a position where you want defender of the season. Is not suitable in the middle of the park. It's slow in terms of progressing the ball, it passes sideways, stuff like that, committed one mistake. And also, a view also that I read on his former coach, Peter Dladla, and he says this guy is very intelligent and is comfortable on the ball and is very adaptable, is able to learn new things, and people should just trust him. That's where I am. But my point is that we need to check as to where the Chiefs is right now. What is the priority of the coach versus his position where he's most comfortable? Priority of the coach right now, like I think the priority of the coach aligns very well with my priority, is that we need to stabilize the back. We need to stabilize the back, must stop leaking goals, and he assists a lot in that. Might not be good in terms of distributing, taking the balls forward and turning, because it requires a lot of turning, it requires a lot of alert in that position. Might not be perfect in it, but defensively assists a lot. Wins a lot of duels and wins them in the middle of the park before they get into the danger zone. He wins a lot of even aerial duels. Made decent blocks there that could have led to goals, to be honest. And is able to assist whenever under attack, able to drift and make it 3 center backs, back 3. And for me, I'm comfortable with that. His natural position, we know, is defender, one defender of the season. But whenever under attack is able to drift and join the other two, makes it 3, and Nage can now fill in his midfield position. And I don't think we need to sacrifice either one between Mato and Austin Dube. For me, that's it. Give him time. He's going to adapt. It's fine. We're stabilizing the midfield. I'm happy with what the coach did. We kept a clean sheet and participated a lot in that clean sheet. And he can take us forward. And I don't know. I'll hear your view. I would like to hear your view. But for me, I'm fine with what the coach is doing, what Hugo Bros is doing as well, and what Baxter has been doing. I'm fine with it. Let's get into Patrice Onange, 6 out of 10. I don't think it was his best game, but one thing I like about him is his forward passes all the time. Whenever he gets the ball, he wants to turn and initiate the attack, and that is his duty, because you have Njabulo who's not going to take the ball forward, who's going to pass sideways, pass either Machine or Patrice Onange, and it is their duty to take and progress with the ball, and that's what Nange has been trying to do throughout since he started for Kaizer Chiefs. And I think he can only get stable and can only get better. 6 out of 10, and is able to get into the opponent's box. There were opportunities where we could have taken a shot, and maybe, as we know him, we can get a goal. And Ngcobo, judging according to the standard he set to himself or for himself last season, his performance was a bit low. Below what we expect of him, what he has given us before, and what we know he can do. But it was not too bad. To be honest, it was not too bad. He needs to be played. He needs to be given time. He's going to get in there. He had decent game. Could pass the ball. I like his turns, twists and turns. He's able to escape press very easy. And that's what I like about him. Whenever we're pressed, he's able to break press, able to escape press, able to play between the lines, able to receive the ball in the middle of a lot of people, and that's what we like for him. It's like we like about him. That's what we enjoy watching about him. And I give him 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Parker 7 out of 10. Work rate, leadership, and also in that front 3, he gave a lot of freedom for Billiard and Dole. But as if if you look into the game according to goals only, you will be misled. A lot of work that was done by Parker. A lot of, I like his leadership. I like how he bonds with the players. But also almost got a goal. A very, very, tight miss. I think had he gotten a goal, it was going to be in the lips of everyone as well. And then Dolly, involved in odd goals, scored 2 goals, created 1. In the build-up towards the 4th goal, I think that is his best contribution for me in that game. The one that was scored by Kambole did very well. Link up with Billiard. We don't have to get into that more and more. I think we've spoken about that. 8 out of 10. I think there's more to be done. There's consistency that we're looking at. We need to see them going forward as much as possible. We want to see them, taking players on, and also we want to see them when we meet the real test. The same as Billiard, very good, involved in 3 goals, created 2. 2 of the goals is his assists, and then scored 1. And Billiard was just on form in that game. Was just on fire in that game. And 8 out of 10. Still awaiting big tests. Still awaiting when play against teams like Orlando Pirates, teams like SUpersport, teams that are able to press, that will make the pitch very small, that will make you think, right now and make decisions, split second. And I think 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 Billiard. Kambole came in, Agay came in, Maselesele came in. All of them, I think I give them 6 out of 10. They didn't do bad. Kambole got a goal, but a little bit on Kambole. So a lot of people are backing him up. There's questions around giving him game time. I think this is a topic we need to speak about, because now he's only getting a chance because Manyama is out, Castro is out, Zuma is not playing, he's not fit enough, and who else? And Nukovic is out. You see, and also he had to come in for Billiard, so it's far behind on the queue, and something that we're concerned about. Do you think? For me, I don't know. I think he was not given so much chance that he was supposed to get. Unlike, if you can check out Billiard, how much chance Billiard has been given, because we know him from Sundowns, from SUpersport. We know what he can do. Kambole, people only heard about him. He was good in CAF and stuff like that. And then when he came here, people expected immediate fireworks. It didn't happen. But a lot of people feel like he needs to be given a chance. He needs to be played. Anyway, we have nowhere to go. We have him, we have Parker right now, and we need to make that team solid. I think he should be given a chance. I think he can contribute in creating goals. He's very good in terms of his runs. That's one thing I like about him. He finds himself in goal scoring positions. That's why last season he missed goal after goal after goal, because he found himself in good positions. Do you think he needs to be given a chance? I think he needs to be played and start a game. And do you think there's still something left for him to contribute in Kaizer Chiefs? I don't know. I would like to hear from you. Otherwise, the coach gives 7 out of 10 as well. Good lineup, because he was forced also to start with those players. That's one thing that I'm critical of when it comes to the coach. He was forced to make that starting lineup. I was forced also to adapt to that kind of a game. And he did it well. I think did it solid, made changes this time around, not wait until it's 90 minutes to make a change. That's one thing that I falter him on. But 7 out of 10, the coach, 7 out of 10. We're going to meet SUpersport. That's where we're going to meet, to get our test. That's where we're going to get our test. Things are going to be tough against SUpersport. I think we're going to need to prove ourselves against SUpersport. And I don't know, man. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs stands a chance against SUpersport? I'd really like to hear from you. SUpersport has conceded only 1 goal this season. Only 1 goal. They've been scoring. One of the teams that is on fire in terms of scoring. There's Lungu. Mukwena is also on some scoring mood, if not creating. There's this guy Kabuza has been on fire. And I think Kabuza is a very good test for our defense. SUpersport, very good test for our defense, because they're able to make your defense run, able to challenge the defense, physically. They're able to challenge the defense in terms of creating, problems in the middle of the park and getting with the ball into the box. And it's a good test for our forwards. We scored 4 goals against Chippa. SUpersport has only considered 1 goal. One of the teams difficult to crack, difficult to break. Can we score a goal? can we at least negotiate a win against SuperSport? I don't know. I would like to hear from you what you think. Otherwise, Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective. It is love and it is peace.